this beautiful baby. She's thriving. She is thriving. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Philosophy. Today's video is a January 2022 fire chat and update. So let's go ahead, jump into the numbers, and stick around for later in the video when I'm gonna go through some of my life updates. So I hope you guys are excited for this video, and let's get to it. So just a quick recap from December 2021, my net worth at the end of that month was $146,662. So the equity that I have in the two properties that I own now stands at $80,902. Now last month I had estimated that my equity in both properties was about $81,500. So I was a little bit off on this. I actually went through and did the proper calculations this month. So it is a bit of a, I guess, lower amount than last month, but this is much more accurate. So I'm gonna stick with this amount going forward for 2022. Next up is my DCPP. So I had left my previous job at the end of 2021 in November, and I had a Sun Life DCPP through work. This I recently moved into my TD account, and I thought that it was going to be added to my DCPP, which I hold with TD, but they were actually able to move this directly into my RRSP. So these numbers are a little bit skewed, but we're gonna go through some new totals just because some of the some of this money was moved around. So the current total of my DCPP, which is held with TD, is $3,475. Now my RRSP had a bit of a jump over last month because, like I said, the DCPP that I held with work, the money that was in there, which was about $6,400, got moved directly into my RRSP. So that is where the jump came from this month. And that total was $52,164. So next up is the TFSA. This is the account that I have one stock, and it's called CMC or Cielo Waste Solutions. It has been doing a little bit better than normal, so that is up a little bit from the previous months, and the total stands at $1,545. Then there is my vehicle, which is still valued at $5,000. So there is a new line item on this list for me, and that is my line of credit. If you guys have watched my other videos when I was planning on becoming a helicopter pilot, I was planning on taking out $10,000 out of my RRSPs. Instead, I took out a line of credit loan at a super low interest rate of 1.99% for an entire year. So I am currently in the process of using that money in the interim while I'm looking for work. The difference between the line of credit, $10,000 that I took out, and what I've used so far is just over $3,000. So I did deduct this from my net worth because it is a liability. So that brings the January 2022 net worth total to $140,081. So this is a reduction of about $6,580 from the net worth that I had in December 2021. And I'm going to say that about half of that loss, unrealized loss, was due to the market. So a lot of my long-term investments, specifically in my RRSP, aren't really doing that well. They're down a little bit. I'm going to now get into some of the updates, which will include my line of credit, what my plans are for the future, and kind of like what's been going on with me financially and otherwise. Hi, Bubs. Woo-woo. This is Goofy. She hates me. Okay. If you haven't watched my video about not becoming a pilot, I will link it above and down below if you want to check that out. I was planning probably since May 2021 to go to school to become a helicopter pilot, and just in the last month or so decided to not pursue that. So now I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I've been taking a few courses online. I've also been focusing on YouTube, trying to make more videos, more quality content, and getting a lot more out to you guys to just kind of see how it's going to grow over the next few months. And I have put out a couple of travel videos, one to Jasper and one to Banff, to just kind of play with a different style of editing and a different style of video. And I really appreciate all your feedback, and I'm glad that a lot of you did enjoy the videos that I have been creating in that realm. And I know my skill set in that area is not the best. I'm definitely working on it. Audio seems to be my biggest struggle at the moment for that type of video. I'm not yet at the point of monetization, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So because I've been off work for about 2 months now, I feel like I'm getting a little glimpse into what retirement might be like. And I know taking time off work, especially for like months at a time, it's not the same as retirement, but it's definitely giving me that taste of sweet, sweet freedom. Like I, in all honesty, have no desire to go back to work whatsoever right now. I have been interviewing and I'll jump into that a little bit later. But all in all, like the freedom is amazing. It is so freeing. And just knowing that I do have a bit of cash in the bank, I have a little bit of a nest egg to fall back on, I don't feel that bad about kind of dipping into my savings right now. And I really thought I would struggle with that. I thought that I would be a lot more worried about not bringing money in, but right now it just feels like the right place to be. And I'm really enjoying working on YouTube and just doing more creative things. Another thing I wanted to chat about is I actually had a brand reach out to me to do some work with me. And this was really kind of cool because I am a small YouTuber. I have under 500 subscribers and I've been around for only about a year and a bit. It was really intimidating at first. I had a few emails from them and they were emailing me probably once every couple of weeks, and I put it on the back burner because I really wasn't sure how to approach it. I ended up having a Zoom meeting with them and kind of talk through some of the things that they were looking for and what I was expecting and vice versa. So we're in the process of just trying to figure something out at the moment. So I'm really happy to just kind of chat about that because I don't know, like all of the YouTubers I watch, they're all probably over 300,000 subscribers and they get really big brand deals. And I wasn't really sure, starting out as a new YouTuber, not being monetized yet, at what point would that be an appropriate partnership? I do feel like the brand that did reach out is doing a lot of really awesome things, specifically in the US. So I'm hoping that something works out with them and then I'll be able to chat more about them in the future, in future videos. And it's just really cool to see someone watching your content and believing in your brand. It kind of took me off guard. I really wasn't at the point yet where I thought that my content was good enough to draw any kind of attention like that. So I fully want to disclose everything in terms of what I would be getting compensated for and all the behind the scenes stuff, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers don't really talk about that. And it's really important when you're first starting out to make sure that you're doing things right. All right, let's chat about the interviews that I have had in the last couple of weeks. So I've had 2 in-person interviews and I've also had 2 phone interviews. So the phone interviews went okay. I didn't really get the right vibe from this particular company. And then the 2 in-person interviews, I noticed a couple things that were super interesting to me that really fueled my desire to not want to return to work whatsoever. I was asking about what their vacation policy was. 2 weeks is standard in Alberta, but both times that I asked about vacation, the person that was interviewing me actually laughed out loud. Like they threw their head back and laughed out loud. Yo, that is a red flag, okay? Like that is a massively red, deep red, massive, huge, billowing flag. Hello? Who laughs at someone taking vacation? Hell no, I don't want to be in a place that's toxic like that. Fuck. Yikes. And the second thing was when I asked about RRSP matching, they pretty much just said, oh, no one really asks about that. Oh no, we don't really do that. Okay, that's concerning. I've also been thinking about New Zealand yet again. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you may have heard me talk about wanting to move to New Zealand. Before the pandemic, my partner and I had applied for working holiday visas and we were pretty much packing up and getting ready to go. Hopefully COVID is done in like a couple years. Like, good God, I hope so. And that's something I really, really want to do. That is my biggest bucket list trip, is going to New Zealand. But living abroad, I think, combined with that would just be like such a cool experience. I really want to travel, you guys. Like I really want to just get out there and see the world and experience new things, meet new people. And one of the biggest reasons why I decided to not pursue a career as a helicopter pilot is because I would have to give up travel for so long. And because we haven't really been able to travel in the last couple years, I just couldn't wrap my head around. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. And this is part of the reason why I started to make travel style videos. At this point, I'm only really going around the area that I live in, but I really want to hone my skills and become a lot better at making that kind of content for myself to look back on years in the future, and also just as like a personal creative growth thing. I wanted to thank all of you guys out there who watch my videos and support my channel. Just thank you guys so much, because this really motivates me to make more content, to make better content. A lot of you who do watch are not subscribed. I'm not at the point where I feel like I need to pressure people to subscribe, but if you are interested in supporting my channel, subscribing always helps, liking the video always helps, commenting as well. It just helps the YouTube algorithm pick up my videos so that they get recommended to more people. As always, I really appreciate you guys supporting my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.